Good evening from the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, where the Leafs close out the month of January with their first of 3 games this season against the New York Islanders when he was down with the Marlies. So we'll see if they fit back together nicely. Certainly Mike Babcock hoping so. Puck comes up in the wing, and streaking in with a quick shot is Anthony Beauvillier, and that is stopped and held by Freddie Andersen.
Well, that start now halfway through the season, and look at their speed. They really advance the puck in the hurry, and they will be a handful for this Leaf team tonight.
Dermott carries it out. Everybody's been on the ice so far in this game. Seidenberg. Moore comes in and chopped it away. Komarov gets it back to the line. Dermott shooting, tipped in front of the net. They jump the net. The Proche score. It looked like it was Kasperi Kapanen who jammed it home.
Great down ice pressure here by Kapanen. Creates the giveaway as he gets a little bit of help as well by Moore. Puck to the point. Now look where Kapanen goes. Right to the front of the net. Greiss lets the rebound out. And Kapanen, who initiated this playoff as speedy forecheck, gets rewarded for it as he taps in the puck into the empty net and pays the price doing it.
I think it actually might have been the Islanders player who knocked it in.
Nope, right. Well, you might be right. Yeah, Barzal might have knocked it in his own net looking at that replay, Paul.
Over 4 minutes without the whistle, and of course finally get a stoppage with the goal. Islanders will come back in. Cizikas in front of the net, checked at it. Andersen was there. Rebound! Fired up over top there. Pelech had a glorious chance.
Both defensemen get caught. Carrick jumps up. Borgman jumps up. But now the defenseman's Nylander. Not normally a defenseman. He takes the shooter, and that leaves Cizikas wide open. And what a save by Frederik Andersen here. And a real nice pass by the Islanders. And there is Frederik Andersen all over Cizikas.
Discarded stick there that got involved in the play. Puck rolls up along the boards. Hickey over after it. Gets it down low to Veras. Still with that puck. Fights his way to the front. Fires one. That hit Andersen in the mask. Drops down and then hits the top of the goal. Barzal, born in Coquitlam, BC, and he leads all rookies in both points and assists. Bozak had a poke at it there. Comes back. Dermott fires one. And that was knocked away. Dermott still up there hunting for his first NHL goal. You got to go all the way back to 96-97. And the Pittsburgh Penguins, they had the best offense in the league and the second worst defense. Here's Hyman. Tried to pull it across. Rebound, scores, Matthews. Auston Matthews with his 23rd of the season. It's 2-0 Toronto.
Garner, bang, tape to tape. That sets up Hyman. Poke check. But here comes Auston Matthews, and we've seen that baby before. How about this release? Bang! Top corner after the rebound comes out, and the parents are getting a pretty good look here. The dads are pretty happy with this start.
Nylander took the defensive zone draw there for the Leafs. Puck comes out. Matthews out there as well. He was 5-0 in faceoffs in the first period. Barzal dropped it back. Puck fired in, and that is grabbed and held by Andersen. Into the mix, wasn't able to get the puck that time. Marner bumps it down in deep for Toronto. Leddy back after it, and stole it. There's Marner. All the way back to the line for Gardner. Smokes one in on goal. That was wrestled away by Greiss. Ever so gently down into the Islander zone, and the Leafs make a change. Puck turned over here. Kadri moves in, got it down low there at the side. Marleau tried to center it, and the puck's still there loose. Trying to cover it up was Hickey. Puck came out, that was knocked down. Barzal fires one. Matthews got in front of that, and he will gobble up the loose puck and flip it out towards center. Nylander moving up. Almost won the puck, but a second effort by Pullman knocked it away.
The Leafs get in behind the defense of the New York Islanders. Why? Because of their speed. They hunt down pucks.
Against Mayfield, who comes up with that puck. Mayfield gets it off the boards and out. Borgman has it. Fires it across to Carrick. And Carrick firing that in deep. Puck fired in. Scores! Mitch Marner drives that one home. His 8th goal of the year. The Leafs are up 3-0.
Well, this time he just goes to the net. Greiss misses a shoot around to begin with. That doesn't stop the play. And then what a play by Kadri just to legs of the fence, right on the tape to Mitch Marner, and he just redirects it. Leddy's beside him, but he doesn't tie up his stick. And that's a pretty little play.
Gets it up ahead. Tavares moved it back to the line. Leddy gets it over. Barzal looking in, look towards the net, trying to load up, doesn't have a shot, and tried to baby it out there. Comes back to the line. Puck punched in by Leddy. Rebound in front of the net. Loses it this side, and Anderson stretches and hangs on.
First of all, he's got to find the puck through traffic as Lee is right in front of him. And there he is, and he reaches back to Tavares. You're right, ends up shooting it right into Anderson, but you know, Anderson's got to be there.
3 for 14 the last 5 games with the man advantage. There's Cizikas, gets it out in front of the net, spinning and firing was Clutterbuck. Great chance there for a shorthanded goal. Only 12 shots on goal for the Islanders. Here's Dermott up in the corner.
And the Leafs were arguing, of course, where the puck landed, and it went through the players' bench.
Here's Nylander, gets it in front, scores! And that is NHL goal #1 for Travis Dermott.
Again, the Leafs gain the line, and it's Dermott. He'll turn back, and then he strips the puck right away from Barzal. Then what does he do? He goes right to the net. I mean, what a play by him, all the way around. Starts the play off by jumping in, and then go to the front of the net. Not bad, huh, Dad?
Again, that's the great thing about sports. You can watch people, in many cases, live out lifelong dreams. Bozak fires one in, rebound in front of the net, and swooping in there was Brown, but it was grabbed and smothered by Greiss. There's a shot fired in. Oh, and Anderson with a preposterous stop right on the doorstep.
And here's the chance, the redirect by Eberle. And then Tavares, who was robbed in period 2, just got robbed again.
And seeing Brock Besser pick up the MVP award at the All-Star game. Here comes Hall in over the line. Hall scores! Justin Hall with his first National Hockey League goal in his first National Hockey League game.
Watch the pass here by Matthews to start this off. And the Hall just comes down the wing, throws it towards the net. 5-hole beats Greiss. What a night for the kids in the blue line tonight for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Played it across. Kapanen knocked that down. Up along the boards. Kapanen. And sitting back there is Bozak. He's got it. He shoots. Rebound. Bozak tries the wraparound. That's stopped by Greiss. Marleau weaves in. Up there to Marner. Oh, great stop by Greiss as he stayed with it and knocked it down. As the final seconds tick down. And it is job done by the Leafs. A couple of rookies get their first NHL goal. Freddie Anderson picks up his 4th shutout of the year, the 14th of his career.
He was wonderful all game long, and then you think of the 2 kids on defense, and what a special moment.